Hello my friends, it's Lionheart89. I'm back with another video. It is Barbary lion versus Grizzly in a fight to the death. Now these animals have historically been in battles against each other. They have been in ancient Rome. They have been also at the time of the Roman Empire in Spain. There have also historically been lions and bears that have been put against each other to fight each other, and at that time the bear was victorious. So there are periods of time where these animals have had fights with one another and defeated each other. But in this video today, I would like to discuss Barbary lion in a fight to the death against Grizzly, with Grizzly obviously being heavier, maybe about 750 pounds in weight. So it would be a 660 Barbary lion up against a 750 pound Grizzly. And the lion under these circumstances has been given the necessary nourishment. So it's been given the necessary meat. It has been given the rest that it needs. It's been given the necessary meat that it needs to eat. And then it's been left to rest for 20 hours in solitary confinement. And then the bear just comes in and invades his space. So then the lion will see this as an act of intrusion, and then, or interpret it as an act of intrusion, and then attack the bear. Now, when we look at Barbary lion's anatomy, when we look at the mane on the Barbary lion, now Barbary lions have the thickest manes, so they have very good protection in the top part of their body. They have exceptional protection there, and it's very difficult for a bear to really do damage to a lion under these circumstances. Like, a bear would have to do damage in other areas of the animal's body in order to really inflict some real damage. But I think a lion of this size would definitely pose potentially a fatal threat to the bear for a number of reasons. I would say under these circumstances it would have the stamina to fight, and it has more protection in the fundamental areas than the bear does. The bear has a hide, but the hide is penetrable, and the protection in the neck is very limited. If the lion coordinates all its aggression towards the bear's neck, it could definitely sabotage the neck and destroy the bear's neck. And especially specimens of Barbary lion that have known to be very aggressive historically, and even to the point where they're capable of killing bears. So I would just say it only would really require a very durable, aggressive, powerful specimen that has the stamina to fight a bear to be capable of killing it. And I don't really think that this kind of specimen of lion would be killed easily either, considering the fact that both would probably be prime males. But look at this image. Look how much protection the lion has. It has protection even in parts of its head, in the neck area, even in the upper back, and even in the lower torso, even in the upper torso too. Even in the upper part of its body, it has protection too. And it's going to have protection in the abdominal area as well. So it's got an exceptional level of protection there. And we don't really know what happened historically between these animals when they were put together. We don't know the circumstances. We don't know, who may have been advantaged, who may have been disadvantaged. We don't know, because we haven't looked into these accounts in detail. We don't really know the circumstances that these animals may have fought each other under. But the Barbary lion has exceptional protection in part of its body. And I think that Barbary lion also has, the predatory weapons. Like, it has the claws in its paws. It has the hind leg claws too, not just the foreleg claws, but the hind leg claws and the fangs. So that totals out a total of 20 predatory weapons for lion against potentially Grizzly's 4. That is only if Grizzly is not paw swiping. If Grizzly is paw swiping, then I would say that he has 12 to lion's 20 predatory weapons. But like so lion has more predatory weapons overall, and in a close proximity fight with Grizzly, to the death, if we're talking to the death here and the lion has the stamina to fight, in close proximity exchange with Grizzly, I think Grizzly's potentially coming off worse here. I think that he doesn't have as much protection as the lion does in the crucial areas. He will bite lion in those areas, and he will definitely fail to do any damage there. Like, he would definitely have to bite in different areas if he really wanted to do damage, because he's not really going to be able to do damage in the fundamental areas where he may want to. But like I say, the DPS of lion and Grizzly in close proximity would be different, obviously. I think the lion would be capable of doing more DPS, which means damage per second. The lion would be able to inflict more damage because it's not just using its fangs, it's using all of its claws on the four paws. So it's using 8 claws and 4 fangs. The bear's only using 4 fangs, and he may not even be getting through the lion's mane because the lion's mane may be too thick. But that being said, that doesn't mean that Grizzly isn't capable of killing Barbary lion in a fight to the death. I honestly believe that Grizzly is capable of that still, despite Barbary lion's capability to kill him. So this is going to be a very difficult fight for both animals. It's going to be a struggle of survival for both of them. And both of them could potentially kill each other in this kill or be killed situation. It doesn't mean it's always going to go one way with them. I honestly believe that under these circumstances, if both of these animals had the stamina to fight and they were both durable, it would be a hell of a fight. And then neither of them are winning easily, and I don't think either of them are coming out uninjured in this fight. I think they're both going to come out badly injured, or one of them is going to die, and the other's going to be very badly injured after it. But that doesn't mean that two animals that are trapped in solitary confinement with each other, it doesn't mean they're always going to fight to the death. Sometimes they can be reasonable with each other. Sometimes they can disengage and be reasonable and stay at the other side of the cage, separated from each other until somebody comes in and separates them. It doesn't always mean they're going to resort to reasoning where they're going to try and kill each other. But under confined circumstances, there is a much higher chance of them fighting to the death than they would be if they were in the wild fighting each other. But bearing in mind as well that Barbary lion is the most aggressive lion subspecies too, therefore it is going to be capable of probably doing more damage when it attacks than a normal African lion would be able to do. And also the fact that it's a bigger animal as well, it'll probably be more durable too. So you've got to consider the fact that both of these animals would be at their prime age and condition, and they would both have the stamina to fight. But like I say, I think that this could go either way. This fight could definitely go either way, in my opinion. And I think either animal can win this fight. We also have to consider the fact that the lion has protection in the neck with the mane. His carotid arteries and jugular veins are protected. His neck can't be broken because of this. He can't be suffocated by the bear either. So he does have a great level of protection in the neck, whereas Grizzly's neck is more vulnerable. His carotid arteries and jugular veins are vulnerable to being severed. And I'd just say his neck's more vulnerable to being destroyed than the lion's is. But like I say, Grizzly has a very durable anatomy. He has a very durable neck too. So it doesn't mean that the lion's going to destroy the bear's neck easily. I think that he's going to have to do a great deal of damage to get through there where he can inflict fatal injury. So The bear's neck and the bear's anatomy is very durable. The bear is a very durable and tough animal. So it definitely isn't going to be easy for the lion to kill it.